What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, after we learn how to create the boundaries, the lines that subdivides our title block. Okay, so this time around, I'm gonna show you how to place your labels for the title block. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm gonna do is, let's say my plan here is I want this area to be the revision schedule area, and then let's say for this one I want this to be the key plan area, and then for this one here I want this to be the notes area. Okay, and then for the portion here, so this will gonna be my labels for the project information. Okay, this area, let's say the logo of the company, and then this will gonna be the drawing number area. Okay, so let's get started. So let's put some label. Placing label in Revit, you have two options. So if you go to the text, you actually have the label tool, and then the other one is text. Okay, so text and label. So the first thing that we will be doing is we're going to use our label. Okay, so we're going to use our label. So let's say I'm gonna start to this area here. Okay, so I'm gonna put here my code. So let's say this will gonna be the code property of my title block. Okay, so I'm going to put that text tool. Okay, so select the text, and then for the type here, I will be using 2mm, and then I'm going to put here the text. So I'm gonna put here code. Okay, and then I'll just click outside. That's it. So that's for my first text. So just move that so that it's not too close to the boundary. So I'll just move it just to tidy up your text. Okay, so that's for my code. And let's say, for example, this area here, I'm gonna copy this, copy, and then I'm gonna use that as a base point and then put it here. Select modify. So this will gonna be my suitability description area. Okay, that's it. And then let's say for this area here, this will gonna be the status. So I'm gonna select the code, copy that, click modify. So this will gonna be my status. Okay, so this area here, the purpose of the issue. So I'm gonna copy this and then edit the text. Just double click it to edit, and then you can put now here the label. So this will gonna be the purpose of issue. Okay, now here I'm not gonna put anything here. So this will gonna be for the logo of my title block. Now for this area here, so this will gonna be the project name. So I'm gonna select the text there. I'm gonna copy that, put it there, and then I'm gonna change this to project. Okay. Now the next area, this I want to put here the title of the sheet. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. And then let's change this to, let's say, title. Right? And let's say, for example, here's the owner or the client. So I'm gonna copy that again. Let's put here the name client or the owner. It's up to you. And then here's the detail of the person that modeled it. So I'm gonna copy that again. All right, so this will gonna be my drawn by area. drawn by, this area will gonna be checked by. So let's copy that. So checked by, and then I want to put the date here. So let's copy this, then modify, just put the date, and then I want to put here the scale. So let's copy this scale, let's say at A1, so they know that this is for A1. Right, and then here I want the project number. So project number, and then here is my drawing area. Let's copy that. Drawing number, so I want to put there the drawing number, and this area here, so that will gonna be for my revision number. Okay, rev, and there you go. Now I'm gonna save this one, and then I'm going to load this inside the project. So I'm gonna create a new project. So let us try out our new family. So architectural template or MEP template, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, or structural template, any template. So I'll just use here architectural template, and then select OK. And then after that, going back to my sheet here. So I'm going to select this load into project option, and then you will see this warning. So this is normal because currently you are in the floor plan view, and Revit is just saying that you can't create this kind of element in this view in the current mode because we are trying to load a title block, so it will not appear here in this floor plan view. So this is just normal, just close that one. So what I'm gonna do is I go to the project browser and then right click the sheets here. I'm gonna select new sheet, and then I will be selecting here the title block that we just loaded, which is this one, the title block lesson, and then I'm going to select OK. And there you go. So there's now our title block. So as you can see, so there's now our text. So we can't change the text. You can only change that inside the title block editor family, or family editor for the title block. But this is now how it looks like. So this is now our title block, using our text to put some labels on our title block. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is going back to my family here, to the title block lesson family, is I'm gonna put labels. So like what I have said earlier, so we have two ways of placing label in our title block. One is the label, and then the other one is text, which we just finished placing. So this time I'm gonna put some label. Okay, so like for example, for this area here, I want this to be the, I want to show here the project name. Okay, so I'm gonna put the project name for that. So I need to use a label. Okay, so let's use a label. So I'm going to select here label. Okay, and then select the properties, and then we are going to specify the text height of our label. So let's say I'll just use 8 mm. Later on I can modify that if I want. And then I'm going to pick here. So once you pick, it will open up the edit label dialog box or window. So I want this to be the project name. So I'm going to move the slider down. You can see here all the parameters available for your sheets. Okay, so I'm going to select here project name. So I'm going to select that one, and then I'll just select this to add. Okay, there you go. And then after that, just select OK. And there you have it. So there's now your project name label. So just select modify. Let's change this, or let's edit that one, something like that. Okay, and I can also change here the alignment for that. So let's say left, and then I'll want that to be middle, like that. Okay, so you need to adjust. You can use your arrow to adjust it like that, and then you can just adjust it like this. Okay, if the text is too big, you can still modify that. Just select, and then after that, just change the text here. Okay, right, so that's for my project name. And then after that, I also have my sheet name. Oops, sorry. So sheet name is here. So for the title, I want to put the sheet name here. So I'm going to select again, create. I'll select label. And then I want to put it here. Or maybe I'm going to copy this to make it align. So put it here just to tidy up our family. And then let's select that. Let's edit the label. So let's click edit label. So this is your window. So we don't want to use this again. So I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to remove that parameter. Instead, I'm going to use here the sheet name. So select that. And then select this. You can actually double click that to place. There you go. And then select OK. And that's it. Okay, so that's now for our sheet name. And the rest, I think you already know the idea. So here is the client name. So just copy that to tidy up. They are all aligned. And then modify, select, label. Okay, just click that and remove it. So let's look for client name. So select client name and then add it. Then okay. There you go. Right, so here is drawn by. So for the drawn by, I want my text to be a little bigger. So because I just want to put here initials of the name of the designer. So I'm going to go again, selecting the label here, changing the type. So I'm going to use 3mm. And then I'm going to put it here. So, okay, left align, middle align, and then align left. Okay, so I'll put it here. And then let's look for drawn by. So just double click that to add. So that's the sample value. You can change that if you want. And then after that, just select OK. There you go. And then select modify. So again, let me select that. Use your arrow just to tidy it up. Okay, and then just adjust the boundary. There you go. So that's for my drawn by. Again, I'll just copy this. Copy so that they have the same distance. There you go. I'll just put another one here. All right, so this one is checked by. So let's click this. Edit label. Click drawn by. Remove it. And then look for checked by. Double click. There you go. So there's a sample value. Select here. Okay. There you go. Okay. And then here's the date. So let's select that, edit the label, and then let's look for date. Date. Okay, so here, how about I'm going to select their sheet issue date. So let's remove it first. Sheet issue date. There you go. And then just select here, okay. It's just a sample value. You can change that later on if you have other format for the date. Okay, so let's say you want year, month, day. So you can just put there the format. So like today is 12 slash 05. Okay, so year it's 21, month is 12, and then the date is 5. So year, month, date. So let's say that's the format that I want. So I select here OK, and there's the sample value. Now here is the scale. So I'm gonna select this, copy, put it here. Okay, and then let's change that. Edit label. Okay, oops. So let's remove that. Let's look for, I think we will be using here current revision date, or the scale. Sorry, that's the scale. Double click. That's the sample value, but I want metric. So this is the sample value that I want them to put. Okay, then select apply, then okay. Right, so that's for the scale. So maybe for this text here, as you can see, there's this masking. So I want that to be more tidy. So I'm gonna select this text, edit that. I wonder if I can change that. So there's the background. So I'll just change that opaque to transparent. Then okay, and there you go. So it's now transparent, no more background. It's not opaque. Okay, so this time here is the project number. So I'll just copy this. Let's copy, put it here, copy. All right, so this time, so let's edit that. So that's my project number. Let's remove it first, the scale parameter, and then let's look for project number. Okay, and then just double click. So let's say for the project number, I want the format to be the year. So let's say the year, 1, 2, and then month. And then the project number, or whatever format that you want, and then just select OK. There you go. Okay, so for this one, so that will gonna be our sheet number. Okay, so here is our sheet number. So I want that to be bigger text. So I'm gonna copy this. Oh no, so maybe I'll just create one. So label 5 mm. Okay, same justification. So drawing number. So let's look the drawing number or project number. No, not project number, but sheet number. Okay, so let's look for sheet number. This one. Double click. Okay, for the sheet number format. So let's say I want something like this. Okay, or again, your company should have a format for placing their design. So Revit. Okay, and then of course I want to put the version of the Revit, or R2022. Okay, so for example, that's the format. This apply, and then okay. Then modify. So I'll select this text here. I don't want a background, so I'll just change this to transparent, and then okay. And then I'll just click this, move it down, tidy up, move here, like that. Okay, and then for the last one, so that will gonna be for our current revision here. So I'll just copy this. So I want them to have the same height. Copy, and then let's select this, edit the label. This one. So let's remove this. Let's look for the current revision. Double click, and then let's just put here the revision. So let's say I'll just put X, and then okay, and there you go. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm gonna do is let us now try out to load this inside the project. Okay, so let's save this one, and then let's load it again, and let's see how it looks like. So we need to override the existing version and its parameter values, and then let's go to the sheet that we have created. So as you can see, it's now updated here. So if I'm going to select the title block, as you can see, this is now our labels, wherein you can change that. Okay, for the title, you can change that. The owner, you can change that. author, checker. Okay, for the date, you can change that, project number, and then the drawing number. Okay, so for the revision, this one will gonna be automatically updated when you put a revision to your project. So that's why, as you can see, you can change it manually. But the other labels here, you can change it manually in the title block when you click the title block, or if you go to the properties, you can change from here. Okay, so you can see you have your design by, checked by, drawn by, sheet number, sheet name, blah, blah, blah. So you can find it here. Okay, but of course, if you want to add more details to your title block, like for example, you want to put the designer, because there's a design by here, you can just put another one here. Okay, just modify your title block. So let's say instead of placing checked by, so you can replace this by designed by parameter. So let me quickly show it to you. So let's say I don't want checked by, so I'll just select the checked by, this one, this is our label, select that, edit label, and then remove the checked by, and then I want a designed by. Double click, design, okay, there you go. Of course, you need to change this, design by, or design by. Okay, designed by. Okay, there you go. So, and you will notice here that I leave this area here blank. Okay, so later on our next video, so I'm gonna show you how to create a project parameter. So let's say you want to add a parameter that is not currently available in your label list. So like for example, you want to have a parameter. Like for example, you want to have the status. There's no status here, right? So let's say you want to have a purpose of issue parameter. There is no purpose of issue parameter here. So that's what I'm gonna teach you next time. I'm gonna show you how to create a parameter so that you will be able to further customize your title block. Okay, but for now, hopefully you learned something from this video by adding your text and label. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And again, don't forget to like my video, subscribe, and follow. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.